Hi everyone, so in this video I am going to be showing you my go-to summer makeup routine. I'm starting off with the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. This also has a serum built into it, so it really just helps hydrate my skin. Now I'm going in with this Lancome concealer. I usually apply it right underneath of my eyes just because that's where I get the most darkness at. I do apply to the outer corners and then on the tops of my eyelids. My eyelids are pretty veiny, so I usually like to conceal those. It also gives a nice good base for if you are using eyeshadow. I won't be using eyeshadow in this video in particular just because I tried to keep it simple. Now I'll be going in with this liquid bronzer by e.l.f. I like to apply this slightly above my contour areas and then usually in any spots that you would expect the sun to make your face nice and glowy. I do find that you have to work with this product pretty quickly just because it dries down fast. I'm going in with the side of my beauty blender and just blending in that general area while also dragging it upwards a little bit just to create a more lifted appearance to my face. I also like to put some bronzer on the top of my forehead just because I feel like it does create the appearance of a smaller forehead, and also too when I'm naturally out in the sun I do get a lot of color on the top. Then I'm also going in and blending underneath of my chin just to also create the illusion that I have a more defined jawline. I'm also using the liquid bronzer to replace eyeshadow and just blending that in to help define my crease and give my eyelids a little bit of color. Now I'm using this liquid blush by e.l.f. and I'm using the flat edge of my beauty blender and applying it to where you would almost put highlight at. I like to bring this upward as well. I don't really like to drag it onto the apple of my cheek because I feel like that drags my face downwards. I do like to create a more lifted appearance, so just using the blender, blending that upwards, and then I will apply it to actually on my forehead, my nose, and my chin as well, just because that is also where the sun would naturally hit your face. Now I'm going in with some liquid highlight. This one is from Benefit and I'm using it on the highest points of my face. So my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow. I'm going to go in also on my brow bone, my chin, and I'm just blending in those areas as soon as I apply them. This product dries so quickly and I find that if you blend it in right away, it gives the most natural finish to it. I'm also taking this on the inner corner of my eyes just to help create the appearance that they're more open and I look more awake. Next, I'll be taking this Lancome foundation, and the reason why is because I do get a little bit of rosacea on the bottom of my cheeks. I do like to apply just a small amount of this just to help with the redness, but then also too, I like to use it to help define like my contour area almost, but I'll be swiping it upwards to create more definition, and then I'll be flicking upwards with the edge of the sponge just to help blend in and then make that line a little bit more soft. And then whatever is left on the sponge, I just like to blend out the tops of my cheeks. Also, using the little bit of excess product that's on my hand, I'm going in and almost reverse contouring my nose just to help create a slimmer appearance to it. Now, don't judge me, but I have had this eyeliner pencil forever, and I honestly use it for a lot of different things. I like to take an angled brush and use it on the tops of my eyebrows and then right on the bottom just to create a little bit more definition. I don't need it to like fill in my eyebrows just because I do have pretty full eyebrows as it is, but just to help create a little bit more shape. And then Mr. Theo wanted to say hi to everybody. Taking that same eyeliner on my ring finger, I'm just using it to smudge out my outer corner of my eyes just to create a little bit more of a smokier look, but also give the illusion that my lashes are a little bit fuller. Now I'm going to be curling my eyelashes, and I usually curl my eyelashes like this probably 3 times in a row. My eyelashes don't hold a curl very well, so I do kind of have to do this method. Then I'll be taking the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and I'll be applying 2 coats of this. And a little trick that I have is if you take a mirror and place it underneath of your eyes and look downwards into it, this helps avoid transferring your mascara onto your eyelids. And I've recently just gotten back into applying lower mascara. And then just finishing off with some lip balm. Super easy and simple. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you learned something, but I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.